It was once said that those who dance are thought to be a little crazy by those who have not heard the music. Audrey certainly has always heard the music, and dancing was a passion for her. Graham too became a good ballroom dancer. In this episode, Audrey and Graham recount the days when Audrey was a part owner in a dance studio.
She was something else. Anyway, she was like Mom. She's cut like a panther, Mum. Still there. Anyway.
She's really skinny, and dance teacher.
Cut like a panther.
Dancer.
So she was cut, Mum?
Very cut. Yeah. No, she.
Well, led you a dance, didn't she?
Oh, but Mum, she was sensational asleep. Anyway, I was ill-equipped.
That's too much information for Mum.
Too much information.
I was ill-equipped to deal with this.
With an older woman,
Right. Well,
Oh, she wasn't that much older.
No, she was perfect.
Like 10 years or more.
Yeah, but he was 18.
In those days, I worked in this bottle shop.
Yeah.
You know John Martin's bottle shop? Anyway, I happened to be in early this particular morning. And this Porsche comes into the driveway.
Yeah.
And here's Judy.
Got caught.
Judy in. And
Porsche.
this guy in this Porsche. And I'm like looking and I go, 10:30 in the morning. Okay, well that's where she was. But I remember thinking how I felt, and I also remember thinking, what a waste of my energy and time.
And you know
what a waste of my energy to have any feelings of jealousy. Last time I looked, there are millions of women on this planet.
Yeah, that's right.
And it occurred to me, she actually did me an amazing favour that day.
Hey?
What do you think about jealous?
Jealousy? Stupid.
Stupid?
Oh, I have been jealous in the past before, but just only with one guy. The rest of the guys I've never been jealous of. Ever. I felt pretty confident in.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Once you
See,
develop,
that was Graham was talking about.
That's once,
jealous.
Yeah, that was just jealous. So that feeling of and it occurred to me
He decided he didn't want
that
to
there
waste
was
his
nothing I could do about that. If she wanted to be with that guy, what could I possibly do?
Exactly right.
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly right.
And it's quite interesting. I remember,
She used you as a younger.
Oh, yeah, but Mum, she was sensational to sleep with.
She used you as a younger. She used you as her plaything.
Play with me.
Toy boy.
And she was a dancing teacher.
Dancing instructor.
instructor.
Yeah. You know how I talk. Well, you know how I talk about 19-year-old vegetarian gym instructors or yoga instructors. This was a 28-year-old dancing instructor. So she had the benefit of a few years of experience as well. What hope did I have? So at that age, I was ill-prepared to be able to deal with her.
So you really then was the first time you doubted your magnificence.
Oh, well, I knew.
He wasn't like that in that
In those days, he wasn't like that.
I was magnificent, but I just didn't realise just how magnificent.
Yeah.
And once I realised how magnificent I was, well then the floodgates opened.
Well, I'll just give you what my mother would say. I'll just give you what my mother would say. Self-praise is no recommendation.
They told me, that was all, we don't like what's happening, like the bosses, because she was so much older and you were young.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, they actually really didn't know what to do with me. It was actually quite brilliant because Mum was a partner in the studio.
So was I, actually.
The dancing... all right. Well, it was really quite an interesting phenomenon, Dave, because there was a strict rule that dancing teachers weren't allowed to fraternise with the students. Now, I was there getting lessons, but where did I fit in? What I worked out is that this was perfect. Not only
is that where the dancing studio went downhill? Where Graham was ruining and corrupting all of the. She was fraternising with it?
Well, if that's what it was, fraternising. But the problem is that they couldn't actually do that, because I was, the partner's son. I sort of come through a loophole
A loophole. You'd be sliding through loopholes all your life.
And once I realised,
You'd be looking
what
for loopholes.
I then
Till you get
realised
out of washing up.
was that these girls, right, they were there at that studio all night, so they had no opportunity to meet any guys, right? They couldn't date anyone that came in. I was their only real option.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Audrey tells me she was a pretty good dancer when she was.
Oh, Mum was superb.
I remember you dancing with
Brian.
Brian. Yeah, you were
Yeah,
incredibly
I
elegant.
danced with the
We actually
gliding
had
across the floor.
I actually had that on
Head
tape.
back.
On tape. It was like tape.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
video.
Yeah. What do you think your best dance was?
You did a Paso Doble with
Yeah.
A Paso Doble?
Yeah.
She didn't do the Paso Doble.
Yeah. Have you any idea how hard this dance is?
She
This
did
dance
not
is-
do the Paso Doble.
She's the Paso Doble.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the teacher was gay.
other get very close on the hip,
Very close on the hip.
Yeah.
Very, very close on the hip.
She doesn't seem to be
There's that
game to
much
do that with
between
me.
your chest,
But-
your
but-
chest.
Because you know it's where you lead the woman with.
Only,
You know,
And
it's how you
They-
lead the woman.
How you lead the woman
they
astray.
just lead you by their hips.
See, these are
They lead you by the hips.
these are actually
Yeah, because their
these are
hips
actually
are
mating
pushed.
See what you've
dances.
been
That's what they
missing,
really
Dave?
are.
See what you've been
They're
missing?
literally
I guess
South
so.
American mating dances. There's no other way to describe them. the tango, the Paso Doble.
The
Yeah.
Paso Doble.
Yeah, yeah.
Rest up, you've got, you
Oh,
know, you've
and
got
tails and the
adrenaline.
serious Dancing with the Stars stuff, you know, that whole
adrenaline going.
ball
that
ground.
you
And
can't
you'd
get
practice.
that again.
You'd
You know.
practiced for months and months on
When
end to
Gordon-
get the choreography.
I was
right.
very lucky because
Did you know your grandma did the Paso Doble?
Oh, it's a dance. It's
if
like
you
a
look at Dancing with the Stars,
you know,
sexy-
you know
sexy
Dancing with the
dance.
Stars. You've seen that? That's what-
It's where you dance with your hips. Join.
Yeah, no, you would know. For a Paso Doble, a tango, you know, you lead the woman around. She sort of almost straddles this part of
were
it.
you there when I danced with Tom Costa?
Yeah, that was that night, I think.
Yeah,
When you,
he was.
there's an amazing dance.
What was he?
Australian
What was he
champion.
champion of? What Australian champion?
Yeah,
Australasian. Was he Australasian
Ballroom.
champion?
Oh,
He was, he was
Australian
just
or
an
whatever, but he
amazing
was.
dancer.
It was a dream dancing with him.
Also-
You did a cha-cha, didn't
Cha-cha,
you? Ron?
samba, yeah, cha-cha.
Like cha-cha and samba.
Samba type thing, yeah.
Yeah, well, samba's an exciting dance.
Oh yeah, this is
What
exciting.
about the roll in the samba? Now you
Oh,
saw
the roll. Oh.
the Cuban roll
The
in the
Cuban
samba.
roll.
In the
Oh,
samba.
Tina. Oh, the Cuban roll.
But you stuck on their hips and you go,
You stuck on-
you go
You stuck on their
round with them.
And you go round with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a roll.
It's
like,
a
you
roll.
know, forward and back.
And back.
Did you know this about your grandpa?
Did you know that she was reckless in her day? Did you know she used to cut a
just love
glorious
dancing.
sight as she just glided across the dance floor. So you know you just wouldn't believe just how beautiful Mum looked.
And
Just she glided across the dance
Just-
floor. Seriously, they were at
Yeah.
awe when Mum and Tom Costin danced the Paso
we
Doble.
brought the house down.
Well, that's right.
It was
He has told me that.
absolutely
But
Yeah.
I've
hushed.
danced with the Saints and all.
Yeah, and everyone just stood up. It just the applause was deafening.
No,
you know,
it
I've
has
been in a
no
stadium.
relation to new vogue dancing whatsoever.
No.
Absolutely.
You know, I could hold my own with any babe in a ballroom. Unfortunately, at that stage, disco took over in the ballroom. No, you'd never
So
be.
you became a pretty good dancer too.
Oh, I only was doing it for the girls, Dave. What do you think about that?
What was the highlight of your dancing career?
Well, that was
That-
it,
that.
dancing with Tom Costin in front of the big audience.
Yeah, there were two.
Doing the
Yeah.
Paso
I
Doble.
may have to wash your
Yeah,
mouth out.
it was a sellout. This huge ballroom. Dave. It was just a sellout. I remember people.
You watched this?
I was there.
You were there?